Hello, good morning guys. What's up? I am Yalek. It is Saturday and I have taken a break from all of my moving in order to sit down and get out a video. I didn't really have any spectacular ideas. So it's going to be one of two things. And I haven't decided yet. So let's go look at my map. Haven't done my Dr. T yet, and I have a couple of RCZM guys on my map. And I have been meaning to do a video about this recently. I have done RCZM videos in the past, and in the past RCZM has served me well in certain types of situations. Take for example, this is a perfect base for RCZM. Well, actually with this base you have a couple choices. This could be a bullet grappler base. Get bullet right into the blind spot of that shock launcher, so you'd have to get bullet grappled somewhere about here. So he would be taken in a straight line. You'd be sitting in the blind spot of that shock launcher, and he would then be able to occupy definitely this, probably this. This would be unable to fire, and then I would need to BART maybe that shock, maybe that shock. So it wouldn't be my standard RCZM, but you know what? Why don't we give that a shot? Because that looks like a lot of fun. Typically RCZM is good for any kind of base where you see this sort of configuration. Yeah. Screw Dr. T. Why don't we go ahead and do this video? Because I have a couple, and my understanding of RCZM has really grown a good bit since the bullet nerf. I like any setup where the big range towers that you worry about. First of all, any base that has a grappler and a doom cannon, that's great for RCZM. Doom cannons shoot so slowly that they're not effective against RCZM. A grappler is grabbing one critter if you're using Everspark, or one rifle at a time, and it would take most of a weekend to get through all of your troops in an RCZM attack. Anytime you see the big range towers clustered together where they could be easily shot, this is a particularly good configuration for it. So let's give that a whirl. But instead of, so usually my go-to would be Sparky here because of the critters. In this case, I kind of want to do the grappler thing. What's the health on that? It does have big health, but I think I'll be able to BART that down. No problem. Those 3, 4 should be taken care of, so I'd want to put a hurt on that, but that could be one quick shock and just keep taunting. Let's see how that goes. Once that stuff gets cleared, we'll just be working up the right side and into the HQ. Let's try that. Just want to check the angle on that grappler, though, before we get going. Well, first of all, I do love having the heroes included with loadouts now. That is a nice feature. However, when you change up a hero, something like this, every once in a while you'll forget, and that's not great. I will say, really truly annoying thing about the update is they have finally gotten rid of the notification in your decorations tab, constantly telling you that you have something to build, and if you don't prefer to have your Beachmas tree out anymore, which I don't, then yeah, that was annoying. So they've fixed that bug. However, if you have multiple accounts now, every single time you log into a new account, you get a notification over here telling you that you have some missed message. And in this case, I mean, I have clicked on all of these things multiple times in all of my accounts, but it keeps coming back, and that is truly obnoxious. Alright, that was, which guy? This guy? I think so. It's the 378 gold reward, which is a nice gold reward, so let's hope that this works out. Alright, so we want Bullet to be grappled, so we want him to get right about there. Yeah, right next to that mine. We're going to try to drop him. First BARTing, see how far the expanded barrages go against his ice. And we'll have to keep taunting because there is a doom in the mix. And that will chew into bullet pretty quickly if we're not careful. And let's see, we're going to start, we'll drop him there, and we're going to work our troops over from the left. So him first. And he should get nabbed in 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh, beautiful. Okay, great. Now we have all day over here. Just keep taunting. There we go. And everything turns its attention back to bullet. Meanwhile, we're working our way in over here. There's really not even any splash damage out there. There is a mortar over there. Okay. We're going to reflare, because getting over to that side of the base where we don't need to be right now. That for the doom. Another taunt. Now we can start shocking that rocket launcher. And we're just walking pretty casually across this base. We're in great shape. That over there, that should occupy mortar, a little bit the doom. Waiting for the doom to go down to flare up. And as soon as that happens, boom. Smoke a little bit back here, just to keep things. And bullet has taken a beating, but is still out there. And he will factor into the later stages of this hit, because I'll be able to taunt again very shortly once he gets into range-ish of those towers. And I would think that, hang on, get those flames over there. Okay, there it is, and he just moved into range of the machine gun back there, and as soon as he did so while taunting, it became taunted, which is one of the... Look at all the GBA I have left over. And you'll see, I mean, I had one rifleman left at that point, but it doesn't really matter. The rifles are expendable. So, got 378. Let's see how much this cost me. So, yeah, when he moves into range of something while taunting now, he is supposed to taunt it. And 256. So we came out more than 100 ahead on that. That's pretty good. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Got some chatty new people in task force. Okay, so I think let's get a look at this guy, and you will see right away the reason I was thinking RCZM is that, again, we do have the clustered towers, and again, we do have a grappler. Blaster is a bit of a concern. You definitely would want to switch back to Sparky. With that, if we got bullet pulled in there, then he would be chain shocked, however, so we don't really want bullet on this one. So, let's see, how much ice are we looking at? Less than the last guy. He's got, what, 2 boosted? Shield is off to this side. I would prefer to start from the left side. The shocking is better. However, keep the critters out. We should be able to remove at least 2 of these towers. And I'm thinking we go for the 2 on the right-hand side, because we'll be able to get to the left-hand side more easily. So, back to Sparky. And don't really have a plan for the blaster right now. But, you know, we'll make it up as we go. Which is always a good idea, right? Come with a plan or leave it. Nah, never mind. Anyway, so I have been more or less clearing my map daily. I mean, you can see that I've got a bunch of guys marked with warriors. This is boosted or unboosted. I took advantage of the tribal boost to learn more and get comfortable with Grens. So I'm using them pretty regularly now as situations dictate. This is not a situation for Grens because you've got the grappler and the blaster. That's a bit much. Everything's front loaded. Wouldn't work too well, I don't think, but I don't know, I'm sure someone else could make it work. And this the occasional heavy Zuka hit now, but Bullet is better. He has been improved since they quote-unquote fixed him. It's not as good as before, obviously, but it is workable in some situations. So let's see. If we could take out that back rocket launcher, we would be in great shape here. Do I want to try? That's going to be 9, 11. I'm going to be short on GBE if we do it this way, but let's see where that leaves us. Going to need one more of those, I think. 53. Well, that's plenty for a shock. Drop critters. The mines are a bit of an issue on this guy, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright, he's also helped me by putting a couple of mortars right there into that same area, so I can shock. Oh boy, and Sparky just got grabbed. That's bad. You know what? We're going to pull out on that one. That's what... never mind. Okay, and we're going to do that again and make sure Sparky does not end up all the way left to the edge. Actually, right to the edge of the formation, because she gets grappled. That attack is over. So, a wise man once said, when an attack is not looking for you, or looking good for you, get the hell up out of there. I think that might have been Sun Tzu, actually. Or maybe I just made that up. Alright, so we had, what, 53 GBE last time entering this? Or ish. That's not bad. Okay. We'll take that. Alright, so, again. Drop that. And this time, we want to throw that nice and early so we don't get shocked. We're going to spam out the critters again, and this time dropped Sparky after the first boat of rifles. Perfect. And I can get a machine gun, too, with that shock. Now, we're going to have to be switching up, I think. Going to get another shock off. Mortars. And the rocket again. Did not get the machine gun, so we're going to get over there with the critters. That rocket will go down momentarily. And then at that point, we can flare over, getting away from the flamethrower. So now the idea is to get to work on the blaster. And that is not where we want to be, so, right. Alright, not ideal, but we're going to try to make that work. Clear a little bit around the HQ. That last flare spot was not ideal. We're going to try one of these off to the back of the base. See if we can distract the blaster just for a second. That blaster goes down. We're in good enough shape here. Okay, got some critters. Critter swarm. Love critter swarm. And there goes the blaster. And now we have damage to sit here all day. Could go for the shield, but don't even need to. Once again, with the explosive drones to distract the machine gun, you can see we're about to eat through the shield over there. The machine gun is actually working on the medics who are serving as a shield against the Zukas. Are we out of rifles? Down to 5 rifles? 5 rifles, but it doesn't even really matter. Because beautiful thing about this configuration, this troop combo, is that it does pack a whole lot of punch. When applied. 471 on the gold. Woo! Alright. I mean, I haven't gotten a gold reward, either supply chest or daily reward, in about a week, and even op rewards, because I've done some hopping. When I do get an op reward, it hasn't been gold. So, you know, a hit like that just makes my morning, and I still have Dr. T left to do. So, let's see. We're about to hit 15 minutes. I do have one more guy tagged for RCZM on my map, but I guess we'll do that on another day. Anyway, you get the idea. This formation just... It's just so powerful, and I did not know. I would use it in the past in very particular situations whenever I saw those range towers clustered, as I said, but now pretty much anytime I see a grappler, particularly a grappler in Doom, you're not going to use Grens on that. If there's a shield, then I'm probably not going to use Warriors unless I'm boosted. So this is kind of like my go-to, this, and throw in a boat of heavy every once in a while when you need to eat up a little bit more damage. That's kind of it. And I'm cruising along. I'm back close to 1100 BP. I had dropped down to 1030 before I threw out a couple protos. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player bases to go hit. So I could be back at what, 1092? And my highest is actually 1094, so I have a chance of exceeding. That was with ice too. My highest was 1094 in VP, so I have a chance of exceeding my highest ever today with a couple more invasions, and maybe even hitting 1100 soon if I keep the protos out, which is something, especially considering that this is the first time in my life I have ever dropped all of my ice and just gone all offense, and actually doing better now than I was before with the ice. Anyway, conversation for another day. But that is RCZM, which in the absence of, you know, godlike bullet, is about the best thing I can say I have going right now. So yeah, hope you liked the video. Hope you're out there innovating as much as I am right now, because that really is the fun in the game. I have to get back to the moving again, regrettably. Wish me luck on that. Have a great day. I'm out.